A reading from the Gospel of Luke. Jesus looked up and saw rich people putting their gifts into the treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 small copper coins. He said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put in more than all of them, for all of them have contributed out of their abundance, but she out of her poverty has put in all she had to live on." Jesus here at the end of the Gospel of Luke, reflecting on what it means to give and what is the greater gift. It seems Jesus is trying to teach here, even at the end of his ministry, he's taking what's happening and unfolding before him to teach his disciples and to help them understand what they're going to need to continue on without him. He comments that with giving, it's not so much the end product of what we give as it is the process, what goes into it. It's the impact that we can feel from the gift we're giving. He says that giving is something that you ought to be able to perceive. So if I'm giving of my time, my love, my money in ways that are sprinkled around here and there, but I don't really feel the impact of it myself in the giving of it, he would probably say I need to stretch a little bit more, that I should feel when I'm giving a gift. And of course, the widow here, the poor widow, is an icon of that. She is taking the 2 smallest coins that are available in the realm at the time, and she's placing them into the treasury, along with all of these other big, show-her gifts. But she's giving this, what in material terms is a very tiny amount, but it is all that she has to give, all that she has to live on. She's feeling that gift, and he's saying there's something ennobling, something that is to be commended. And I think, I'm going to infer, he means that there's something that connects her more deeply to God in that action. And of course, that isn't too surprising if we stop to think about the fact that God is the giver. God is the ultimate giver, the first giver, and the final giver, one would say. But the giver of all life, the giver of creation, Jesus himself recognizes at this point in Luke's gospel that he is being called to give himself, to pour out his whole self on the cross, to give his whole life. This is what he sees in this widow, giving of herself in ways that she can feel, in ways that are meaningful in her life, even if the outcome of her gift in a couple of tiny coins might not mean that much to the charitable work of the temple, which is where those offerings went. It was the effect of the gift on the widow that he was commending to his disciples. And so I am hoping that in this season of giving, we are, of course, wrapping up our stewardship campaign at St. James, and in great thanksgiving for all who have already committed to the work of the cathedral in the next year. And if you have meant to do that and haven't gotten to it yet, I encourage you to do that, as that this weekend we will, at Christ the King, be gathering up all of our pledges of self-offering and giving for the coming year. I encourage you to send a note into the cathedral to let folks there know what you're planning on giving if you haven't already done so. And as we are considering our gifts, let us remember this. It's not so much about a formula. It's probably not giving everything that we have. It's not giving our whole lives or every single thing we own. But whatever our gift is back to God and to those in our lives, our gift is most effective in our lives if it's a gift that we can feel, that we notice, not something that's so inconsequential to us that it's just a checked box, but something that we'll notice, that will remind us of this relationship between the giver of all good things and the greatest gift, the gift of life, that we are connected to God, and in this imitation of God, giving of ourselves in ways that are for the good of the world, good of the others around us, but also for the good of ourselves. Our own ability to feel the gift and to feel our connection to God through that gift. And so may God bless you as you consider the ways that you're giving of yourself today. I hope that you find you're giving in ways that you yourself can feel, whether it's noticeable to anybody else. And may God bless you this day, and may God bless and keep you this day and always. Amen.